Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're back here on Corpse Party Blood Drive, and we're going to be starting out at Chapter 8. Chapter 7 ended off where Ayumi had just gone back to Nirvana, or the Heavenly Host, because all her friends got left there and died. But she thinks she can bring them back with the power of the Book of Shadows and whatnot. So, also, while this is all happening, Nirvana is technically connected to the real world, and a lot of people are getting hurt in the real world. So, let's go ahead and continue on. Ties severed, ties mended. Ooh, it looks more fleshy now. Floors and walls are completely covered. Don't want to know what. The school's here, at least, so time really does seem to have reverted. This is definitely very different. What was that one theory I was reading? If time is ever turned back, you leap over the rails into the whirlpool of destiny, or something? What? Where were you reading that? Another tremor. I need to hurry. That light I saw means the seventh pillar is being born. If I don't intervene, Misoto will use his false Book of Shadows to destroy everything all over again. I wondered that corpse was back there. Yeah. You need to go back. Ah, glass. Okay, what was E? Yes. There we go. Okay, let's head back over here. Is there any corpses down here? I would say no. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the top of this tower here. And hopefully this is where we're supposed to go. If not, we'll look around more. Because we haven't looked at most of the school, which we are in the second wing. Which I do not know as well as the first wing, but run around forever. Oh! Oh, hey! Oh yeah, I forgot. We rewound time. So now we're back before they died. How marvelous. It's a seventh pillar. I made this happen with the power of the Book of Shadows. What in the world? It all begins now. Time to break the walls down of Heavenly Host with it, and ease you, and erase you as well. Very nice, good boy. To bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary. What was that? You have to stop this. Oh, this is where the thing's gonna come and eat her. Please don't kill her. This has nothing to do with this. How pathetic. Yeah. Save her, please. There we go. A talisman? Maybe? When I could open her eyes, she found me standing in front of her. I had one of my arms outstretched, having blocked something with it. Oh, it's because she's holding the Book of Shadows. My arm had protected Aiko from the charging mouth, almost as a shield would. Yes, I'm alright. What power is this? When did you... I now have the original Book of Shadows. Of course. Kishinuma, Mochida, and Nakashima, and Miss Kuon were all there too. Everyone's still alive. That filthy brat in the red dress isn't with you. Something's wrong. What's going on? I see. Your aura's color is a little off. It's got the hue of someone who's repeating a moment in time. You can tell that, can you? Do you just laugh at me? You think you can F with me? I'll mess you up, you little piece of shit. Whoa! She had some power behind that. You little. Just stop. Your plans end here. I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you, Ayumi. Just who do you think I am? I'm the one destined to rule here. The surviving member of Yagoroa? The last Misoto. You are so dead. I'm gonna kill you, Ayumi. With the wisdom of the witches. You just don't get it, do you? Stand down, imposter. Why do you have that? You told me it was gone. Were you playing a sick joke on me? I'll be taking back the contents of that book now. Oh my gosh! The eyes and mouth of the Book of Shadows there. It's hungry. Oh! It's eating the book? That's cannibalism for that book. Book of Shadows roared and bit hard into the false Book of Shadows. Oh, Misato was in total panic. But it didn't stop, it wouldn't. The Book of Shadows, my Book of Shadows, completely devoured the imposter. Eat him too! The Book of Shadows' tongue stretched out like a whip, cracking itself at Misato. You need to stop. I'll eat you too, you know. Oh, it'll eat you too. Oh, sorry. Oh. Hey, Satoshi, I'm gonna pin him down. Help me. You bet. Hold still now. What are you gonna do now, huh? Burp. Oh. It's over. You're too much of a danger to everyone. So we're gonna tie you up. Oh, you're gonna tie him up with a handkerchief? Okay. Tied his wrists together. How do we stop the pillars? Another earthquake. It's still happening, isn't it? Yep. Or is it disappearing? I can't tell. Nope, it's still happening. It's not over yet. Did you really think you could hold down the Nirvana all by yourself? The Nirvana that's been gathering and eaten by that book does not represent the whole Book of Shadows. I told you before, didn't I? Nirvana has a core separate from that which gives shape to Heavenly Host. That core possesses a consciousness of its own. Is that what Sachiko meant by the person in Nirvana's core? It's Sachi! The core's thoughts will activate the knowledge fusing the real world in Nirvana. My goal in all of this was to gain control over the decidedly berserk core. But you stopped that from happening, leaving no other outcome. So what are you going to do about it? I'll do what I couldn't. I'll finish it. I'll complete this book. How do you complete the Book of Shadows? I thought it was already complete. Is that so? Well, let's see what you can manage then. Let's see if the little coward who has always relied on her big sister and her friends has finally grown a spine. Book of Shadows core sleeps somewhere in Nirvana. The will of the witch who created this book. Okay. A normal human would go mad 100 times over. The prospect of us going mad seems to amuse him. Where would it be at? Okay. Mochida, Nakashima, Kishinuma, and all of them. Thank you for coming here. I'm so happy to have friends like you. But you all need to return to the real world now. We're all set. The spirit charge of my Ever After Stone is almost at capacity. So you're not quite ready, okay? We're not all set. So we can finally get home. That's great to hear. What about you, Shinozaki? I have something I need to take care of. What is it? Whatever it is, you can count on us to help out, Shinozaki. We came here to bring you back after all. No, I'll be fine. I'll head back on my own soon. No way, no how. Let us help you, Shinozaki, till it'll go faster if we all do it. Oh, there's Sachi! Oh no. That's the core. What's wrong? Can no one else see her? It's because of her eye. Didn't her eye say Sachi? Wasn't that it? She just jumped over the edge. What's wrong, Naomi? Suddenly a vision flashed in Naomi's head, as if she was seeing it through someone else's eyes for a moment. Ah! Tuck and roll! Tuck and roll. There you go. Okay, so where is that at? That's right next to the gym. Okay. Oh, jail cells. Big brother. I'm scared. Somebody help me. Naomi, snap out of it. Naomi. Satoshi? Thank goodness. This is bad. What do you mean? What's happened? Naomi? I saw a girl in black just now. She jumped down from here. Don't do it, okay? Do not follow what the girl in black did. Were her eyes black too by any chance? Yeah? I didn't see anything, did you? Nope. It was Sachi. Sachi. Twin sisters of Sachiko, spirit of an unborn baby who died in utero. I brought these here from Makina Shinozaki's home without thinking. I brought Sachi's spirit over here from the real world. Oh, her teeth. Yeah. They look like baby teeth. She's a strong evil spirit who's been eating away at the world around her for some time. My company's been after her for quite a while now. Her powers have increased quite significantly since coming to this dimension. Those might just serve you well as protective charms. For Shiozaki, if I have them, you won't. I have this book. I just saw the girl in black from this eye. Sachi, yes, it said Sachi. Her injury hadn't healed in the slightest. Her left eye was clouded over with blisters. Spelled out the name, yep. That looks bad. Everything's connecting now. Everything is. Naomi, you. Nakashima's eye, as a result of spirits, will literally burn itself into her. She's been using eye drops made from holy water. Image she saw, however, may in fact be a reflection of what the spirits itself is seeing. That's Satoshi. They went to the underground bomb shelter, okay, and you heard Yuka's voice. That's impossible. She should be home right now. No, she most certainly is here. Ah, you jerk. Satoshi Machida, your little sister is such a very doting girl. When I told her her brother was in danger, she wasted no time at all following me to this dimension. Is Yuka seriously here? People like you, who've been to Heavenly Host, have a special aura about you, showing that you've been through a loop of death. And she, among all of you, came into direct contact with Sachiko, establishing a bond of sympathy with her, giving her a well of spiritual energy to draw from. I summoned her here to be used as the water conveyance through which the Nirvana's core would be delivered to my new Book of Shadows. That's inconceivable. Even at this very moment, I'm squeezing every last drop of spirit energy from her in the school's basement. You best hurry if you plan to get her back. Sachi's on her way there right now, after all. I think Sachi's going to get there first. But with your eye. No, I'm going. I want to help save Yuka. I understand. Let's go. You stay with Kishinuma and Shinozaki, okay? Once we're successful, we'll come back for you. Okay, sis. Aiko's looking down and turned slightly red as she said that. Alright, Kishinuma. Please look after my sister, if you would. Sure thing. She actually called me sis. I can't even remember the last time that happened. Does your eye hurt? Looks like you're suffering. I brought some eye drops here. Thanks. Why don't they just like flush her eye out with the eye drops instead of just like just a little bit? Shinozaki, could you join the search party too, Kishinuma? The more guys the better. But what about you? I'll be fine. I have the book. The jerk can't intimidate me anymore. Well, you certainly seem confident. I'll be back in a jiff. Leaving those two there with him does not seem like a good idea. Ayumi. Untie me. Just sit still. When everything's over, I'll take you back. Are you serious? I think even if somebody like this must have people who'd miss him if you were gone. What's wrong with you? I don't need your pity or charity. You think you're so much better than me, huh? Isoto suddenly began to act hysterical, as if my words had struck a nerve somewhere deep in his core. Aiko was not amused. She stared down at him, easily won. He regained his composure. Yeah. Tell me, Ayumi, do you know what driving force of the world is? It's malice. Malice is the heart of one person as he knowingly deceives another, or the genuine wish for misfortune to befall one's fellow man. But unlike curses, it's not hatred of the victim that spawns it, but that of the assailant. I could hardly wait to see where this is going. I was ready for him to throw me a curveball and try to trick me. The spiritual organization my grandpa built fell to ruin. Who had no abilities to speak of, persecuted heretics, but leaving the Book of Shadows to fall into the hands of a dangerous organization of black magic practitioners like Maratuba's tomb. That's what my grandpa thought anyways. So he stole the Forbidden Tome. Okay. Everything he did to save the world. But naturally his peers thought he was nuts. They called him a fake, swindler, downright monster. They burned his house down. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't know exactly how he died, but I know he really was nuts by then. Lost his marbles. His son, then my father, committed suicide, as did my mother. Oh. And no matter where I moved since then, there's always been pieces of crap tracking me. Breaking my window, cursing my family's name. Starting to get real old. I definitely wasn't expecting this from Miyamoto. After my parents died, reporters toured my house. They tried to catch me off guard. Creepy local couple commit suicide. Yeah. They asked me if my parents ever told them regrets, juicy stories. One of them even held up a sheet of loose leaf paper that said something like, "It doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as it's entertaining." Aww. But the thing is, despite what the press seemed to think of, my parents never once cursed the world. His eyes were swimming. I didn't get a sense that he was lying about any of this. I'm starting to feel bad for him again. I felt for him. I genuinely felt for him. One day before I realized I was doing... Oh, what? I doused one of the paparazzi's coats with lighter fluid and set the on fire. Wound up getting me thrown in juvie. Now just try and tell me your ancestors weren't exactly the same as mine, Ayumi. Jealousy, pride, bullying, it's all the same. Practitioners like us aren't the ones responsible for the curse. But hey, that's just what it means to be different from ordinary humans, right? That's what the real world's like. If you're different, you're evil. Oh, we get more Ayumi and her sister. Good. I don't like the way Dad and Mom talked about what you decided to do with your life, sis. Always putting everything you've got into everything you do. It was really insulting. Hinoe flashed me a kindly smile and patted me on the head. Ayumi, you shouldn't speak ill of Mom and Dad. We broke off from the main line and began living peacefully in order to spare our families. It makes perfect sense for them to oppose actions that might lead us down the same road again. Oh, that wasn't much at all. Oh, gosh. You see, this curse called malice is spread across the world, town by town. Your ancestors went through so many struggles to look how they were treated. Is that why you take people's lives? Overpopulation has polluted the earth with pigs. I feel it's my duty to thin the numbers. Calm down. I can control them. He slammed his foot on the ground. For what it's worth, my sister would never agree with you. I still felt for him. I pitied him. My eyes were starting to mist over as well. Hinoe was too kind for her own good. So, what you said about her being your mentor, that part's true. She was the first person I ever opened up to, aside from my parents. Despite how short a time we had together, I thought her a real partner in crime. Someone with no relatives. It was only time before I really felt I loved another human being. I never met a single other person who had such an excess of kindness and forgiveness in her heart. My eyes widened. Misoto's eyes became more distant. When he spoke about Hinoe, it was like he was staring into the past. So you and my sis were still sacrificing yourself to save someone else's bullshit. Hurting yourself for any reason just winds up hurting everyone else around you. Would you die in place of someone who is trying to commit suicide? I couldn't answer. I'd been repenting the actions that led to my sister's death this whole time. Compassion for others is strictly a domain of superior humans, but because they forgive everyone without exception, they don't understand the meaning to the question or doubt. This is the first I've ever heard of this, and it was a hard pill to swallow. All I could remember were the smiles, and those were genuine as could be. But behind them, hidden wounds caused by people taking advantage of her gentle nature to downright unfathomable ways. Don't jump over the side, please. Please. And that sweet kindred Hinoe is no longer in this world. Rumors has it she died to save a greedy asshole who was meddling in matters she didn't possibly understand. How much does the poor girl have to sacrifice? Talking about Ayumi here. I'm not finished yet. The world needs to be corrected. So what do you say, Ayumi? Untie me. You're Hinoe's sister. You wielded the power of the full Shinozaki family lineage. Makes you the chosen one. Because that's not what sis wanted. What? How did he get himself untied? Wrong answer, Ayumi. This is why you should have left one more person here. Misoto stared down at me with an ice-cold look in his eyes, tossing away the handkerchief that was supposed to have been tied around his wrists. Does that mean he could have broken free at any time? Oh, you're a fool as well. Being devoured alive by Nirvana is supposedly quite an agonizing way to go. I was showing you mercy earlier when I tried to kill you with the knife. Great! Great! Wait! I'll let you in on a little secret, Ayumi. You've already been purging the world yourself. You don't even know it. Those countless black shadows you've been exercising here, those are spirits of human beings, live human beings from the real world. Or formerly live. What? Because the real world and Nirvana have been fusing together, human souls have been stumbling halfway in through the cracks. Which would make you, I believe, a murderer. Each time you kill one of these figures, the other half of the soul dies with it. The person's body is snapping in half in the real world, dying instantly. So each one of those talismans we use is basically killing one person in the real world. Great. I was still laid out flat on the ground, reeling from the punch. I clenched my teeth and tried to pull myself up desperately. But I was unstable to keep my balance. This is too painful to watch. Why would you even come here when you're so hopelessly unprepared? I'm off. Until the world ends, you might as well keep on sitting right here. Wait, Misoto. Don't shout my name. See you around, Ayumi. You're dumbfounded. Oh, you're a dumbass, though, through and through. You definitely take away your sisters with that straight-laced attitude of yours. It's a real thing. I finally have the real thing. If I can just return to the Nirvana's core, to this... How is she still alive? She fell down stairs. I'll be like an unto a god. What do you want? How are you still alive? It was Satsuki. She was understandably directly in Misoto's path. Her entire face was stained in red, only her white eyes breaking, staring directly into Misoto's soul. Oh! Then he noticed something behind her. One of the red helms had been wandering in school. You two, what happened to guarding Yuka? Why are you even here? What the heck? What's with her head? Suddenly, Satsuki's head split open down into 8 equal-sized portions, like a flower budding. Oh, he took the head! Those petals were closed around Misoto's head, tearing it clean from his body. That is a death fitting for someone like him. Oh! Blood spurted from his neck and appendages twitched. Megari? Oh, Megari's... I hope she's not worse. No matter how obnoxious you were in life, everyone always so calm and peaceful when they're dead. If only you'd never gotten your hands onto this book. It's really a rather pathetic end, Misoto. I wish I'd killed you myself, as promised. But you see, there were already a lot of red marks here, weren't there? This girl you brought with you as a member of Martuba's tomb, herself in fact. This sucks. The Order is going to be so cocky once they hear you're gone. What? Is she real? Is she not? What happened with her head? Megari suddenly grabbed Satsuki's hair and pulled her in. Honestly. I told you to stay with Yuka Mochida, didn't I, you monster? So she... Oh, this is all brought up from the start. Yes, Mistress Megari. So she's a monster. Oh. She was a good friend to Yuka, though. Big brother. Satsuki. Almighty God, cleanse the child's sins. The Lord hath spoken. No soul may recede in the trees that have died. Yuko's in an empty room, but she could hear prayers echoing. I'm scared. Where am I? Big brother. I don't believe it. Big brother wouldn't lie to me. He can't be dead. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, take mercy on this impure soul. Strike down this person with one of the firm swings of thy divine blade. We've got a lot of stuff just in this chapter here. So, the false book of shadows, or the, like, what did they call it? The other book that Misoto had. It has now been eaten by the actual book of shadows. Time has been reset, so everyone's still alive. Also, Sachi is going now to... I'm guessing she's the core. That's my guess. Not only that, Yuka is stuck. And then also, Yuka's friend there. It's a monster that eats people's heads. It looks like a flower. It looks like a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. That was a very, very big surprise. But yeah, that chapter, again, did not really have much of moving around. It was mostly just, talking. But yeah, that was an interesting chapter still. We are not quite at the end, but we're getting there. So I guess next time, we'll go ahead and start out with Chapter 9. We still have the extra chapters to do after we finish up the main story. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next time on Corpse Party Blood Drive. So, bye!